Oh, okay. So first of all, I will check your pronunciation a little bit. So please read for me this one from I felt like to this. Yeah. Read this. Yeah.
I felt like I had to prove something to my parents. I'd gone to art school without their approval, and I wanted to show them that I'd make the right choice. So I overworked myself in every possible way. I tried to qualify for scholarships every year. I did little side job and volunteer work and lots of extracurricular activities. I actually enjoyed being so busy, even though it was exhausting. It made me feel alive. Like I was growing and building myself and moving forward. I felt like I was a loser in the race. I was keeping towards the front, but the whole time my body was deteriorating. It started being tired all the time.
Okay, so maybe it's a little bit fast, but you miss some ending sound and also like for example, tired. But you say that tired or maybe it's so fast that you miss some of the like the not only the ending sound but also other sound in the whole word as well. For example, when there if the word has three like three sounds, but then you just say two or 2.5 sounds of that. Can you feel that?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, like I felt like I had to prove something to my parents. I gone to art school without their approval. But when you speak too fast, that you miss some of the sound in one word. Yeah. So I think that you can improve that through speaking slower. Yeah, slower. Yeah. And you concentrate on the ending sound as well. Like I felt like I was, or if you don't use the ending sound, maybe that will connect to like I wasn't a loser in a race. And yeah, like that. But all in all, it's acceptable, and I think that your pronunciation is quite good. And so now we move to the next part, which is speaking. And uh, have you practiced this in the class of Miss Huyn? All of this.
As we've practiced it before, the last class.
Yep, yep. But have did teacher correct it for you? Like you speak you answer the question and then teacher will correct it for you. Is that?
Just like she walk around the class and sometimes she come around to fix something, not the whole.
Yeah. Okay. So what do you want me to correct in this? Because I think that she hasn't corrected it for you really clear or really detailed, right?
Yes.
Which one do you want me to like correct that?
Maybe uh pronunciation, like how to answer it fluently, like no, not like an idea.
Yeah. So we pick this one. We pick these topics. Okay. Concentration and making lists. I just pick random. All right. Um, before answering the question, I want to ask that how can we answer a general question of speaking, maybe part one, part two, or part three?
Like we have to point the problem and then maybe give some example and explain for it. I think so.
Okay, so I will introduce you a technique area. Yeah, like answer. The first one, you give the answer there. The reason is the R, E is example, and A is alternative. Do you know alternative in English?
Yeah, I do know.
Yeah, like so it's kind of logical when you speak during you speak based on area, right? You give example, you give reason, then you give example, and then you give alternative. The example of alternative is that if they when they ask you that, do you like reading, and you say yes, and then reason, and then example. And when it comes to alternative, you can say that, well, however, sometimes I feel like that I want to go out to join in some particular like extracurricular activities like jumping rope or going for a walk to be stronger, to be more energetic, or to strengthen my stamina, or yeah. And you like you give some like you give something contrast with the first one, with your first answer. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay, so we move to the first question of topic concentration. When do you need to be focused?
I think we need to be focused when we have to do some important thing. For example, when we work and when we sit for an exam, we should be focused on your exam, so it can help your result be more efficient and uh, mm, um, if you less other if you less other factor uh, um, distract you, you cannot like um,
Okay, uh uh pronounce me this word again, please.
result.
Resound. Okay, again, please.
Result.
Okay, so when I listen to your answer, there is a little bit problem with intonation as well. Can you see that?
Yes.
Yeah, it's just it does not go up or go down, or go up and go down, or maybe mix all of this, but then it's just straight. Right? Can you feel that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so now is a little bit of your pronunciation, and then I will check it. I will give you some attention span. Okay, you can answer like you say that especially before the examination, right? Because we need the time to like to concentrate on, to review every single task at school. Like you can add the word attention span there. Like do you know attention span in Vietnamese?
Not really.
All right. Like, because my attention span is quite bad, so I have to concentrate on that, and anything which annoys me, that I is the same that when you have a good attention span, you can focus on this job a long period of time. But when you get a bad attention span, it means that you just focus on that 5 minutes or 10 minutes, maybe. Yeah. Okay. Um, what else? And do you think that uh And also, I think that attribute means that characteristic. Maybe do you think it's really important, especially before examination? Without concentration, we cannot focus on our work, and then you say that your results will get bad, right? So you can give some word about patient there, right? Yeah, resist temptation to play games, or maybe resist the temptation to do something. And then yeah, I think this word you can put in your own answer, right? And when it comes to example, it's good to say examination, or maybe okay, all in all, that's good. The next question: what may distract you when you're trying to stay focused? What do you do to have, oh well, I think there's two questions. Maybe what may distract you when you're trying to stay focused? Just try to
There are
speak
some
slower.
there are some factors that actually distract me when trying to stay focused, like the idea on my mind, like for example, I was doing homework and then I just realized I haven't answered my friend's message, or I forgot to turn off the gas, maybe. Yeah, and then I cannot keep staying focused on what I was doing. I have to stop it to finish other work first.
Okay. So you said that during the time that you do something, there is something disturb you. For example, turn on the gas, turn off the gas, or maybe like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, well, you can say rational. Uh, like I you can say that I cannot make any rational decision whether I should turn off the gas, or I should continue go on studying, or maybe so rational decision. Do you know that in English?
What tries to know me?
All right. So for example, um, how can I say that in English, right? Right. When you want to do something, like you have to control your mind. There is a song in Vietnamese that I just try my best to explain that in English. Like there is a song in Vietnamese that choose our heart, or choose our this, like everything stemming from our mind. Can you guess that?
No, not really.
Late Jay?
Ah, okay.
All right. All right. So I cannot make any rational decision whether I should turn off the camera, turn off the gas, or I should go on studying. Okay, you can add that in your own answer. And then, yeah, and then you can say, keep cool. You can say that when you cannot resist the temptation to do something, like you cannot resist temptation to I just give example that during the time that you study, but then you cannot resist the temptation to play games or surf Facebook, or maybe like that, and then And then you procrastinate your work. And do you know procrastinate? It's just the same as delay, but then procrastinate means that you don't finish your work, but then you just do anything else. Yeah. And then you get on your nerves and you cannot keep cool anytime. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Yeah. You can add this word. Okay, like you do something, but then you don't do it, but you do another thing, and then and then for a long time or for a couple of times, you get on your nerves, you get angry, and then because of procrastination, you cannot keep cool anytime. You can say that. All right. You can note this word, or at the end of the class, I will send it to you. And then
Yeah.
actually, I have a homework for you that you should record these answers and then you send it to me. And then I will listen to that again. Maybe I can consider some of your improvement, maybe. Okay. What do you do to help you concentrate?
Um. Yeah. If something distracts me, I would try my best to remind myself that I cannot like remind myself that I have to be concentrated on this. Mm, or else I cannot improve myself and keep fall back and keep falling back.
Okay. So you can give some ideas. I will hint you some ideas that
and then I will try to move on some others work that's as important what I was doing to avoid being bored and
oh sorry because of the internet connection. Right, we continue with that. Can you answer that again? This.
okay. If something that distract me and I can remain my concentration, I will remind myself that this is really important and I can keep falling back behind. And if I let that happen, I can never improve myself. And I will try to move on move on another work that's as important as what I was doing to avoid being bored and try to finish all of the stuff.
Okay, you use condition structure is quite good there. So you say that you you remind yourself of the importance of doing finishing your task, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that we can like impulsive. Like, do you know impulsive in English?
No.
Impulsive means that you don't stick to the plan, you don't go you don't follow the plan, but then you want to do this and then you do this, you want to do that and then you do that without any plan or without any consideration at all. Okay. So you can say that you can remind yourself of being impulsive will result in really bad, like you won't finish, or maybe something you can put it in your own answer. And then I think that you can add an idea of, well, during the time you are studying, you can put a note or put your notebook aside, and then when you think of doing anything other thing else, you can write down. Do you know that? Yeah, you can add it into your own answer, like the first one, the second one, maybe. But all in all, that's good. And then what else? What could I add in the
Mm.
yeah. Oh. But you can say that when you procrastinate and you don't follow your plan, but then after consideration, you feel like that you need to be willing to tolerate yourself. Like, you know that, right?
Yeah,
Tolerate. Yeah.
I know.
Tolerate yourself, tolerate your mistakes, and that will be your motivation or inspiration for the next step. Okay, you can add it. All right, the next question. Is it difficult for you to stay focused on something?
It's really difficult for me to stay focused on something because I'm easily get distracted, and because uh, it's usually um, um, like there's many things that I keep on my brain, and they keep like spill out when I was working. So um, I'm trying my best to like find finding method to stay focused and improve myself better.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so instead of saying difficult, you can say challenging or arduous. Do you know this word? Okay,
I know.
all right. Stay, like you said that, uh, yeah, it's so challenging to stay focused on something, and you give some reason. What is your reason? I don't really remember that.
There are too many things on my I keep on my brain. So when I was working, it keep like speed out.
Okay, okay. Um, that's all right. So you give reason, and then what is your, I think that we should have some inclusion there, a mini inclusion conclusion there, like so I think that I need to practice or blah blah blah, because I think it's a good virtue. Do you know good virtue? It's a good characteristic, it's good personality, it's good feature, like, right? Like because I think that concentration is a good virtue that I need to practice more in the future, and I can realize its importance in any work. Without concentration, I cannot complete anything, and without it, I may get a lot of bad results, and that will like deteriorate my life in the future. You can say deteriorate. Okay, you can give some reason and consequence there.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So maybe do you want to, like, after this lesson, do you do you get something? Do you understand something?
Like What do you mean?
I mean that, do you get something to your own pocket of English, of studying English?
Like you have me to know a lot of new words, so I will note the words down and study it, learn it by heart.
Oh, I think that you don't need to learn by heart all of these words, but instead of that, you can practice and put it in your own answer, and then you send it to me like a recording.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's not essential for you to remember these words because you need to speak slower and you focus on every single word, every single syllable there. Yeah. So if you have anything else, you can contact me.
Yeah.
So goodbye.
Bye.